Don't let your book die with you. We've already learned about the first-time author's curse and how real it is, but here is even a scarier story for you published authors. Your book can die. I've seen it, and it's devastating. Don't let this happen to your book. Here is how to prevent it. Your book's copyright and all corresponding intellectual property, i.e. creative and subsidiary rights, are legal assets. Treat them as such. As a general rule, for works created after January 1, 1978, copyright protection lasts for the life of the author plus 70 years. Your book's copyright will live as an asset 70 years after your death, before it will pass into the public domain where anyone can republish it anywhere. So, you need to be sure that you have assigned this critical asset to someone who cares about your book, or it might end up being lost forever. Book rights are an asset, and they generally land in your estate by default unless you specifically have given them to someone else. If they land in your estate, be sure that your heirs know that you want the book to remain in print. Otherwise, that decision will remain with them, and if they don't know what you want, they might do something that you may not want to have happen, like take it out of print. As a book publisher at Books to Believe In, the saddest thing I ever had to do was to take 5 books out of print. Because the author had died, and his estate, which included his books, went to his adult children who hated each other. The author started to write books right after his wife passed away, very late in life. He was well into his 80s. These books were his way of passing down his family's history and heritage to future generations he'd never meet. They were wonderful. But because his adult children didn't ever want to see each other again, not even to distribute a royalty check, his books, his message, and his dream of passing down his family's heritage died with him. That was, and still is, a terrible shame. But it is also a cautionary tale to all the people who have written books. If you don't want them to die with you, let people know you want your books to live, and show your people what that will take. But if, God forbid, your family doesn't support you in this dream called writing, please find someone who does and bequeath or will this intellectual property over to them so that your message can live on. Let your immortality through literature be guaranteed. And as for my friend and author who died, Lou, I make this vow. If I'm in a place to do it in 2075, 70 years after your passing, when these books pass into the public domain, I'll republish them for you. Thank you for checking out our channel. Please like, subscribe, and click notify for personal publishing stories, advice on your project, and much more, because your message matters. And your message is important enough that it deserves to live on long past you.